that there are not parts easily available or even available at all. So we found out that we would first either have to replace, found out that wasn't going to work. I mean, repair, found out that wasn't going to be a possibility, or replace the system. We contacted OSPI because it's not in our current budget, and there is a emergency repair fund. This would be a grant. The way that the process works is we applied for the dollars first. OSPI said, yes, you may have those dollars, but before we'll release the dollars, the board has to vote to approve that. So this is not a grant or not a loan that we pay back. This is one-time money for something that would impact our ability to operate school on a normal basis. What has happened, although just from age rather than from an act of God, is similar to when we had the lightning strike at Belfair that totally destroyed the same system. So Joan and Dan, when it looked at, took 3 bids for what it would cost to replace this. It was really, really expensive when we had to do it at Belfair, although our insurance did cover it. The bids that came in, these came in from a very broad range, from roughly 71,000 to almost 300,000. And we are going with the lowest bid. It is a local provider out of Port Orchard. They work with other districts, and part of the huge difference in the bid amount is that they, our normal alarm system provider, Guardian, only uses proprietary pieces of, stuff from Siemens, and this provider uses other brands that still meet all of the coding requirements and everything, but don't have the high cost of that name brand on them. So that made a really significant difference, obviously, in the price, about a quarter of the price at the high end. So Joan, can you add anything else to that information? Did I leave anything out?
No, again, it's not a proprietary box. Firelight is is a good name brand, but because it's not proprietary, anybody can work on the system. So it is not, it's more cost effective for school districts. Um, and they are including, with it happening, we have to go to code, and we are working with our local fire marshal, county fire marshal, Randy Collins. And we are meeting all codes verbatim of what he is requesting. And they came in with a great bid of 88,780.
88. I just said 70. Sorry.
And they're from Paulsbo, and Bird Electric we use on our elevators. So it is a company that we already use, and they're very reputable. CK went with them and used Firelight through their whole district. So this is a highly recommended system.
And I'm sorry, I said 71, but it's 88, but it's still about a quarter of
Yes.
the other,
Yeah.
the high bid. So this will bring our system up to code and up to modern standard at Sandhill, which is really a plus as well. So the way this is going to work is, should the board approve this grant, then the work can begin right away. We can collect the dollars immediately from OSPI, and then Joan has, and the fire marshal and Bird Electric have to work together on the plans and getting the permits approved properly and getting the work done. Should this not be done by the first day of school, similarly to when we had a non-working system at Belfair, we would run school on a regular basis, but we would have a fire watch. So that would mean staff would be doing specific walkthroughs of the building 24/7 to make sure that there was no signs of any potential fires or anything like that. And so if we don't get done before school starts, that will happen until the process is completed. But I think we're in a pretty good, solid place. And Joan, do you have anything more you want to say about that?
Yes, I just had a meeting just about 25 minutes ago with Brian from Bird Electric. And they are already on board with L&I permits. And they can start demolition once we get this the go ahead. So we are following, they have put us on their top of their disposal so we can get our school open on time with the fire panel. So they've made us a priority.
Nice. Great.
Any other questions, anybody?
As soon as I can get this resolution to the ESD, then they can release the funds to us.
Well, I make a motion. Could you go back, Jackie, to the 88.780.5? Thank you. I make a motion to approve resolution 8G24 emergency repair fund as presented for the $88,025 and whatever else was in that resolution.
So there is a motion on the floor to approve this emergency repair fund. Is there any other discussion from the board? Hearing none. All in favor to approve resolution 08G24 emergency repair fund for the fire panel replacement, signify by saying aye.
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 Aye as well. Hearing anybody opposed? Hearing none, that resolution passes. And now we are on to the adjournment. So our next board meeting, we will have a board retreat on Monday, August 12th at 5 p.m. And our next regular scheduled board meeting will be Monday, the 26th of August at 6:30 p.m. Both meetings will be in the boardroom. Thank you very much. This meeting is adjourned.